So this is still a mess of struggling weeds. I have a stomach ache, so I'm leaning on the fence. My hip feels like it wants to be disconnected out of place this morning, and I was like, that's a weird sensation. I always know that there's usually some issues underneath, but kind of feels like it wants to be dramatic today. And I'm like, oh, can I even sit down without getting a pain running through my, flanks, whatever they're called, glutes. And then that absorbs me in the ideas of my lower back issues. So I'm like, well, I don't know. It's a nice sunny day. I spent this morning trying to reduce my phone bill, but greedy phone companies don't allow you to exchange your account to the basic minimum, even if you have two phones, or more. Like, everyone has to pay for XX amounts of money, and the minimum options aren't even $10 cheaper than the mid options. So they're not even really catering to a minimal affordability range, which is really greedy. I mean, it's doing that to suck up people's cash. And I would have to drop my phone, get one of my phones that I'm sure don't actually work, get a cheap phone, or buy a cheap phone. And because I can't take the SIM out of this phone myself, I would have to go to a store to get the SIM out and put another SIM in, even if I did exchange phone companies and order a new SIM, because SIMs get locked. Once you've put a phone together, you can't take it apart, and it needs a special unlocking device, which the stores in certain areas offer, to get it separated again. So, that's all trapped to make sure that you keep to your phone plans, and you don't have the option to exchange SIMs even if you want to. So, you have to go all the way to a store or find the appropriate connective service, might be few and far between, and get it done for you. And they do this so that they can keep making money for themselves. So it's a really huge, I think it's very greedy for people, especially like if you have dual services, not to offer, a minimum service, because you don't need 500 GBs, of data all the time. I mean, if you've got terror services, one's obviously phone. You should have that option to change it to just phone and text, because that used to be $15, $20 a month when they had those options. And good luck, it might even be $10 a month. Good luck to find any service that is just talk and text. I know Dojo has them, but they're just $22 a month, and it's not even that cheap. But it's a lot cheaper than $65 when you're only using 1 gig of data a month or whatever, 1 MB. What do you need 100 MBs for, So it's I just think it's unfair. I mean, I think they should offer the minimum services for those who are struggling, have low incomes, have two services and only need one for the phone, the other for the phone and internet on the go, etc., etc. Because I'm paying double for stuff that I don't even really use. And I'm like, I think people have to get off this greed and start realizing, hey, not everyone earns so much. Hey, if someone loses their job, they should have the option to reduce their payment to a good subsidized version of a payment plan. There should be a really low for those struggling, a low, a medium, high. The low plan is $10 cheaper than the medium plan, so that's not an effective low scale plan. It should be at least $20 cheaper, if not $30 cheaper. I mean, it should be a heap cheaper, not like $10 cheaper, because the one above the medium plan, I think, is like $25 more expensive. So there should be that lower range plan should be a lot cheaper, and if they're not willing to make it a lot cheaper, there should be an even cheaper version, because that kind of low range plan isn't low range. It's not suited or suitable for those struggling with cash, for those who just need minimum services, for those So I wrote a complaint letter. It took me 10 minutes to create. And I was like, you need to offer either call and text options for people's phones so that they can get off the data and just use their phone like the way it's supposed to be used. Or you need a real minimum plan, a real one, not one that's $10 cheaper. A real one. So that's what I did with my productive morning. The other thing I did was try and get contact with a wildlife organisation to see if there's anyone who might be able to offer a inspection relocation service for free. I'm not trying to make anyone's life difficult. I am concerned that there might be wildlife caught in the ceiling and unable to get out. So I contacted RSPCA. They said unless it's a real emergency, unless you know that there's a trapped animal somewhere, they won't come. I contacted Wires. They said they've been reduced to New South Wales only. So I think they used to be available in Queensland, but they're not anymore. And then they gave me the phone number of another organisation, so I gave them an email. So if nothing comes of it, it's like I might have to try and dislodge the whatever's stuck up there. It's like a metal scour that the builders put up there. I'm pretty sure I can't reach it. I tried to reach it before with whatever's long handled. I didn't try and reach it with the broom. I think it's a little more long handled. And I didn't try and reach it with this stick. This stick's pretty long. So I might try that tomorrow. This stick looks pretty cool. It's like a couple meters. Because I'm not keen on animals being trapped up there. I really am not. And if they can somehow get out of that ceiling, that would make me feel better, because I feel like we've trapped some animal up there. It was quiet for a week, but this week in the last week it seems to be making some noise. True enough, it could be birds on the roof, it could be the wind blowing something, making sounds, but it sounds like there's something up there. Could be a rat, could be a mouse, but we haven't officially heard any like grunts, just a little bit of noises that make you think, hey, I think there's something up there. So anyway, if nothing comes of it, I don't care about it. But we'll see. I might try and wedge it with that stick, and if nothing works, I might just give up. But I can't keep contacting people. I don't have the money to afford a couple $100, $200-300 for a collector to inspect it. I can't do it myself, but it's too high up. So that was the other thing I was wasting my money on, just writing emails. And the next thing I'm going to do is do my assignment, because I've got an assignment to do tomorrow. The sun is as warm as that sky looks. It's completely blue, clear sky, but it's not completely hot. It's actually quite nice. Sometimes it's overbearingly hot. It's got a dry heat to it. Doesn't feel too hot. First fruits. Very excited. It's like the first one. We thought the other one, which is bigger than this one, would be the first fruiter, but it's this one. This is a newly bought apple tree, and it's the first fruiter, first season, first year. I only bought it a few months ago, and it's fruiting too.